Hi folks, another Christmas episode here on Greeno Eats for you today. Where am I? I am right in the heart of Theatreland here in London. Right next to the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, and kind of underneath it, you can see Jamie Oliver, Catherine Street. That's it. I've come for Christmas dinner with Jamie Oliver. Now, we've all seen him on our TVs over the festive period, cooking up classics and his twist on classics, haven't we? I wonder what he's got in store for me today in his restaurant. I'm excited to find out. Come on, without further ado, let's get inside and find out what's going on. So I've come in and been seated. But I say it's a really, really nice space in here. Very nicely set out. I've got a really big table set up for a Christmas party right next to me. No one's sat there yet, but I got a feeling there will be before long. So if it gets noisy, there's not much I can do about that. Good space, like I say. Nice artwork on the walls and tastefully decorated for Christmas. Definitely not gaudy at all. As usual, inundated with different kinds of menus. There's a drinks menu here with all your spirits and cocktails and beers and that sort of thing. Then we have a wine list. Might fancy a little glass of fizz or something. It's Christmas, isn't it? And then the main menu here. Now, I've not been handed a festive menu as such, but there are sort of festive things on this list. I understood there was going to be a festive set menu on, but they just handed me the normal menu. But I think everything that's on that festive set menu is actually on the main menu anyway. So no harm done there. Just gives me more options, doesn't it? What I found interesting, actually, when I looked online at the festive menu, the three things I would have chosen on it cost more as part of the set menu than they would have done a la carte. Yeah, interesting. Normally you think a set menu is going to save you money. It's not very smart marketing, that, I don't think. I would like a glass of the Coates and Seeley Brut Reserve,
Yes.
please.
Brut, yeah?
Yes, please. Just a glass of it. I can't do a whole bottle by myself.
Well, it depends how long you're gonna stay here.
Yeah, and how stable I want to be walking out of here.
Okay, that's all right then. Makes sense.
I'd like to start with the Posh prawn cocktail, please.
Salt and caviar sonu.
No, just as it comes would be
Yeah.
great. Thank you very much. And for the mains, the game and turkey pie, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any allergies?
No allergies at all. No, all good. Thank you very much. So there we are. I've got my order in. Just in the middle of rabbiting onto you guys. Wait, just came over. No problem, is it? Yeah, let's say. Enjoying the experience so far. The staff here have been very, very friendly. Liking it. Come on, Jamie. Serve me up something delicious and Christmassy. The game pie is cooked, the filling for it anyway, for about 8 hours in lots of different spices and stuff. So that should be really, 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 really good. While I'm waiting for my lunch to be cooked, when I say cooked, the prawn cocktail's coming first. I don't suppose they're cooking that. Just want to take this opportunity to remind you guys about my festive charity giving thing. Obviously, any donations to my Buy Me a Coffee account throughout the whole month of December are going to be put aside and given away to 2 charities based down in Dorset. We have one at Rob's Filling Station. Lots of different community projects going on there, including RB Project Q. And if you go back and see the video I filmed at Rob's back on the 1st of December, that'll give you more details about that. And also Julia's House, which is a children's hospice down in Dorset, 2 really worthy causes. So if you are able to donate anything at all, it would be very, very gratefully received. So no food yet, but I have been brought a nice little glass of fizz. This is from Coates and Seeley, a Brut Reserve. It's a little vineyard down in Hampshire, apparently. So nice to see Jamie supporting British wine producers. And that's very nice, actually. Do you know what? I defy most people to discern the difference between champagne and a good sort of méthode champenoise from anywhere else, whether it be the UK, other parts of France, a good cava, even in Spain. I don't think most people know the difference. This is very tasty. It'll go very nicely with my prawn cocktail, I'm sure. So here we are, guys. If you can see me behind it. The starter has arrived. This is the Posh prawn cocktail. It's got some crab meat in there. You've got prawns, you've got shrimp, all in a Mary Rose sauce, some yuzu involved. and the focaccia crisps, which is what is something you can hide behind, I guess. Let's take that out of the way so we can see a little bit better. So there's 3 of those, which I think is nice. Really, really crispy. Various different lettuce in here. There's cucumber, there's a bit of cress too, some crumb on the top, and this bad boy hiding in amongst everything. Look at that big fella. Oh, I enjoy tucking into him in a minute. Put him to one side for now though, so we can just get in and try everything that's within here. So what have we got left in here? We've got the beautiful crab meat and we have these prawns which are dusted with paprika, very classic of course, for a prawn cocktail dish. I'm interested to try the crab first though. I do enjoy crab. We get some great crab down in Dorset, obviously, off Portland, so see how this compares. Very sweet crab. The Mary Rose sauce is quite strong. There's quite a sort of a punchy, almost chilly spice in there, which almost detracts from the crab. Actually, I think maybe it was just that first little bite where it's got some of the paprika spice and everything on the top there. The more I dig into it, the lighter that spice is becoming. Like almost like a Tabasco in there, I think. The lettuce here, the little sort of very, very finely sliced stuff, is beautifully fresh and crispy. So let's go with the prawns. So again, we're expecting sweetness from those too, aren't we? So these are sort of, well, they call them shrimp, I guess, on the menu here. Sweet, meaty, and the sauce works really well with them. And I like that little crumb that's put on top. It's almost just like some breadcrumbs. But it gives a little crunch, a little texture to the dish. You've got some lemon here and a nice little muslin. So of course that means you don't get any pips in. There we go, squirt a little bit of that over the top, not too much. I don't think it needs it. Let's see what that adds to the party. Lovely little bit of citrus there. Cuts through a little bit of that Tabasco again. I'm impressed. I mean, it's £18, mind this. So, it's pretty pricey as starters go, isn't it? There's little focaccia crisps as well. That's going to really be crunchy. It certainly is crunchy, no doubt about that. We'll see if we can get a little bit of all of this on there and see how it all works together. Again, the texture, the creaminess of the prawns. Lovely. It really is lovely. And of course, let's not forget this big old fella. Now, I hadn't actually got a finger bowl brought to the table. So, yeah, that's, you'd think they'd think about that, particularly in somewhere that's, you know, I'm not saying top end, but heading in that sort of direction. Little touches like that are important, aren't they? You don't want to really be pulling a prawn apart and ended up with prawny stuff all over your fingers and no way of cleaning them rather than wiping them on the napkin. That's a little bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. I've braved the prawn even without the sort of little finger bowl. Look at it. Big, juicy, meaty. Oh, I still missed a bit of shell. Off you pop. Let's give that a try. So sweet. God, that's absolutely delicious. I'm definitely going to have to wash my hands afterwards. Now, what's kind of interesting about this, I think, you've got the mashed potato here on the side with cranberry sauce kind of dolloped into the middle of it. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Welcome, thank you.
Excellent. Bit of mustard to go with me pie. Just brought over. But the star of the show here has got to be the pie, isn't it? It looks fabulous. We've got a little bone sticking out the top of it, which presumably is from one of those game birds. Maybe a pheasant or a partridge or something. And inside here we've got some game, which we know has got pheasant. We're not quite sure what else. There's some duck in there, and there's some turkey in there too. This is not your East End pie and mash, is it? That's about 3 miles that direction. Also here, in a lovely little pot, we have a gravy or a jus, which is really glossy. Oh, and smells, oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. A really rich stock kind of smell to it. So where am I going to start with this? You know what, I'm going to try the mash first. I'm a big fan of mashed potato. And so I think some of the best I've ever had out there was with James Martin, because of course that man knows how to make mash, doesn't he? There's as much butter as there is potato. You know what, that's not far off it. Beautifully smooth. That's delicious. The only thing I would say, and I know people are going to criticise me for saying this, it could do with a little bit more seasoning. Now, unusually, we do have a little cruet set there, so I can add seasoning to it. It is delicious though. I'm not sure about having the cranberry in it though. For me, that could just be put on the side, I think. Doesn't really make the mash better by putting the cranberry in the middle of it. Onto the pie. I think maybe we'll remove the bone from inside so that we can cut into the middle and have a little look. Oh, there's gravy oozing out of it already. Let me see if I can get a presentation of this to you guys without it completely collapsing. Yeah, take a look at that. All that filling in there, it's filled right to the brim. And what's great about here, I was chatting with my waitress before, everything is manufactured here on site, okay? This is a proper Jamie Oliver owned and run restaurant. Not one of the franchise ones you might find overseas. Everything just comes in as raw ingredients and is made on site. The pastry, the stocks, the gravy, the mash, the lot. Here we go. This should be a lovely taste of Christmas. My word, that's good. That filling is so rich. The meat in there, so soft. This sauce is cooked for 8 hours. So some of the meat basically just sort of shreds down and almost becomes part of the sauce. And some is still in chunks.
Tell me your opinion. How is everything?
Oh, this is absolutely delicious. That sauce is brilliant, isn't it?
Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. Very, very attentive staff here. And they're genuinely interested in what you got to say. My waitress, when she came over and we were talking about the prawn cocktail afterwards, she was asking me what I thought about various elements of it, not just did I like it. So that's a nice touch. That is an absolutely superb pie. Goodness, let's try a little bit of the mash and a little bit of that filling. It goes together beautifully. And of course, we've got extra gravy. So we're not going to waste that, are we? Let's get that on top of that pie. All over the pastry, a little bit in the middle. That is so glossy. We go back to our usual line. It's as glossy as Claudia Winkleman's fringe. Let's see what that adds to the party, the flavour of it. Actually, that's a bit too big a bite even for me. Here we go. Wow. Shut the front door. That is right up my strasser, that really is. That is probably the best pie I can remember having anywhere. Absolutely love it. Right, we'll polish this off. Do you think we're going to activate the pudding stomach? I've got a feeling we might just do. I've just been past the dessert menu. We got a pina colada pavlova, rummy raisin apple pie, a sticky pudding with ginger sponge, a BFG, Black Forest Gatto inspired. All sorts. What do you reckon I'm going to go for, folks? Put your guesses down below in the comments. Did you guess correctly? It's the sticky pudding. Not sticky toffee pudding, just sticky pudding. Ginger sponge with a rum caramel. Looks like we've got bits of candied ginger or stem ginger on the top there. Oh, yeah. And some ice cream to go with it. I was chatting with one of the staff here while I was waiting for this to come. He asked what I'd ordered for dessert. I told him, said it was his favourite, and the spicing of it just reminds him of Christmas, and that's what we're looking for today. A little taste of Christmas. We've had the turkey and the pie, we've had the prawn cocktail, now we're going for this pudding. That is beautiful. Let me pick this up so you can have a little look inside. I put in there. You see the sponge? It's not too dense. What I quite like, because they've done them individually, you get that, you know, that little bit of crisp you get on the outside of a sticky toffee pudding. Well, obviously it's got that all the way around. And I quite like that because there's, again, a little contrast in textures between the outside and the middle. You've got that kind of warming, kind of almost allspice, I'd say, flavour in there, along with the ginger. Thankfully, cinnamon is not taking a starring role in this. We've got the rum caramel sauce here, some of which was poured over the top, some of which I still got in a little jug here. And that's where a lot of the real sweetness is coming from. Because with the ginger in here, with the allspice, it's definitely not an overly sweet sponge. And that is candied ginger on the top. There's that little fierceness of ginger. But because it's candied, you get a lot of sweetness with it too. And let's turn that around that way so again you can see inside. I'll get a bit of this ice cream too. There we go. And normally, I'd head outside to sum up. But I'm going to do it here while I'm enjoying this dessert. I've really enjoyed my experience here, I really have. The venue itself is beautiful inside, it really is. Luckily that big table hasn't turned up, so I haven't had to deal with too much noise from there. All around the other side here, every table is full. And everyone's enjoying themselves. There's a really nice buzz in the place. The service has been exceptional. What I like about this place here, service-wise, is there's plenty of waiting staff. And that means that people are coming around, they're double-checking on you, not being overly fussy, but they're able to stop and chat a little. It doesn't just feel sort of transactional. And kind of like they actually care about how your experience is going. And I like that. A lot of places could learn from that. They cut the staff right down to the bone to keep the costs down. But it's to the detriment of the customer experience and makes you not want to come back. Imagine you're in in a chain restaurant. That one extra person for like a 5 or 6 hour shift is going to cost them less than £100, right? How many repeat customers could just having that little bit of extra service bring? A lot. Anyway, onto the food. The prawn cocktail, I really enjoyed. I just wish there was a little finger bowl to go with it. Had to go and wash my hands in between courses. The duck pie, beautiful cook on that crust. The filling is the most incredible pie filling I've ever had. The mash was great, but I don't think dumping the cranberry in there was the best choice. And this dessert, I mean, I'm yet to find any criticism with this at all. The sponge is great, the ice cream is beautiful and smooth, the gingery hits you get through it are fabulous, and it does taste Christmassy. Really does. It's a great dessert. I've got to come up with a score. And I'm going to wonder whether I'm going to be a jolly Santa or Greeno the Grinch today. I think we know which way I'm heading on that front. It can't be a perfect 10, because like I said, there are a couple of minor criticisms, okay? But I think it's a 9.5 out of 10. Pricing is top end, I'll give you that. The prawn cocktail's £18. The sticky pudding's only 8, I think that's fine. The pie was 24. I think the glass of champagne thing, or the English champagne, was 13. So overall, not cheap, but would I come back? Yeah. Absolutely I would. Am I Jolly Santa or Greeno the Grinch? Definitely a Jolly Santa today. No doubt about that at all. I've loved it here. Absolutely loved it. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel, ding your bell for notifications, leave a comment, all that sort of good stuff. Where are you going to find me next? I'm not sure. Still got a few Christmassy things up my sleeve for you. Hopefully you're enjoying them all so far. I'll see you next time.